Yesterday, I received a fun question from this guy, and I'm going to keep a few things confidential about him and about the message that he sent me. But the core of his question was, do you believe that everything that comes into your life is for a purpose or a reason? And when these things happen, how do you receive them and embrace them? And the second part to his question was, do you also believe things that happen or come into your life is some form of test? And he's, for example, to give a little bit of background information, he's going through a breakup. He's also having some challenges day after day within his business. So he is experiencing a lot of things right now. And I think it's very obvious that a question like this comes to mind. Why is this happening? Are these things happening for a reason? Is there a deeper purpose? Am I here to learn something about them? So I want to explore a few different angles when it comes to this question in itself in this video. And I believe, the general belief that I have is, we attracted things in life to affirm what we believe about ourselves and the world around us. So we never see life as it is. We see life as we are. We never experience the objective reality. We are always experiencing ourselves because you have a past, all the conditioning, all the stories that you've created, who you are in this moment, you're projecting that onto people, onto situations, which is creating your experience. So you never experience the other person. You never experience the objective reality. You're always experiencing yourself. And just to go a little bit deeper on this, into this attracting part, you always attract these things in life because this also relates to, are things happening for a reason or not? To give you an example from my past, I used to deal with and struggle with the white knight syndrome. So I came from the perspective that I'm here to save women from their traumas, from their struggles, because I have all this knowledge and wisdom within personal development. I've done all this healing. I'm a coach, so I'm the one that is here to save them, to make the world a better place. And what type of women do you think I attracted when this was my belief system? When I was talking to healthy, stable women, something felt off for me. Something didn't feel right. But the moment I was speaking to toxic or traumatized women, something felt in alignment. And this was because it was in alignment with my belief system. So if I believe that I'm a white knight, that I'm here to save women, what kind of women do you think I attracted? I attracted the most toxic ones, the most damaged ones, because they are the ones that needed saving. The healthy and stable ones didn't need to be saved. So this, of course, this felt out of alignment for me. And this is why we always attract things to affirm the beliefs we have about ourselves and the world around us. And of course, when I put it out there like this, it's very obvious. Of course, you're attracting these women. But the thing is, I didn't know that this perspective was running me. I had no idea. The only question that was coming up in my mind, why am I attracting all these toxic women all the time? Because this is often all that we see. We only see the experience we have in front of us. And then we start asking why. But if you really sit with this question, you will gain some powerful insights. And eventually I started to dig deeper into why am I attracting these women? And that's when I found out that I was struggling with this white knight syndrome. And only when I could see it, I was able to dissolve it. And to circle back to, are things happening for a reason? In this case, I would say yes. Because you can only create more freedom in your life when you are confronted with situations where you are not free yet. So that's where I believe whenever you're triggered, whenever you're challenged, it's a gift. Because it's an opportunity for you to deepen your levels of self-awareness, to learn more about yourself and how you are creating the world around you. And you have the opportunity to create more freedom in your life. Because whenever you are triggered, whenever you are challenged, you know that there's a belief that is not matching reality. There's a belief about yourself and about the world, and that is creating a prison for yourself. And that's the beauty about challenges and triggers, because you are able to create more freedom internally by looking at them, by going deeper into them. And I believe this is real personal development. Dissolving all these prisons and all these limiting beliefs that you have inside of you. And in the end, you are left. So this is where, with the white knight syndrome, for example, I was able to go deeper within myself. once I dissolved this, I started to attract different kind of women in my life because the beliefs about myself changed and about how the world works. This is, of course, one angle. So when you are experiencing challenges, it's very interesting to go deeper into why. Because I always believe that you are the creator of everything. You are the creator of your reality. Because you're not experiencing the reality again, you are experiencing you always. So if you want to become a more powerful creator in your life, that means that you first need to look at, how am I creating my current reality? You can't immediately jump to, how do I create the most powerful reality possible? You need to come to terms with how you are creating reality right now. So whenever you're triggered and challenged, it's not, oh, the circumstances are giving me these feelings, or this person is giving me this feeling. How am I creating this feeling? That's the question that you want to go deeper into. So again, from this angle, I believe, are things happening for a reason? Yes, this is a powerful reason that I hold on to every single time. And that I strongly believe in, because I want to be a more powerful creator in my life, which means I'm going to look at, how am I creating these challenges in my life? How am I creating these triggers in my life? Because I want to take radical responsibility. To give you a different angle to the question as well is, are things happening for a reason? Yes and no. So are things happening for a reason? Yes, if you believe they do. And no, if you don't believe they do. It's only if you believe they do. That's the core of it. If you believe things happen for a reason, they are happening for a reason. If you don't believe they are happening for a reason, they don't. And there is no universal truth out here. So this is where I always come from the perspective. I'm not here to argue which one is right and which one is wrong. The question that I often ask myself is, which belief would serve me the most in my life? Would it serve me the most if I believe that things happen for a reason? Or would it serve me the most if I believe things don't happen for a reason? And for me, it serves me the most in my life if I believe things happen for a reason. Because when things don't happen for a reason, I immediately think, like, what's the point? What's the point of this all? And there's no meaning. And I believe this is so powerful in this world, to experience deep meaning and reverence, even in the most challenging situations. So even when life knocks you down to the ground and kicks you while you're down, if you can find the gift in an experience like this, if you are able to find the positive in an experience like this, you are unstoppable. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. You are able to create reality in any way that you want. And for me, to always find a powerful meaning in it, let's call it a negative experience. I don't even want to call it negative, because I would be creating it as negative. You can, with your language, you are creating reality. And that's why if I am able in the deepest, darkest moments to find and create this powerful meaning, I will create a completely different experience in these circumstances. So this is where this way of thinking, this way of living life and creating life, it serves me the most. And that's why I always think things are happening for a reason. Because if I would even go more spiritual, how would it feel if you are always guided? How would it feel if you are never, ever alone? How would it feel if everything that you're experiencing, good, bad, positive, negative, it doesn't matter, is being gifted to you with a purpose? That means that you don't just suffer for the sake of suffering. If you are always guided, if you are never alone, and this has been gifted to you, it gives you strength. If I take on that perspective, it gives me strength to move through certain situations. Because I know I'm not suffering for the sake of suffering. I'm suffering for a bigger purpose, a higher purpose that I will only receive when moving through the hardship and the challenges. It gives me faith. It gives me trust. It grounds me. Instead of experiencing this empty reality. So this is why I personally choose to believe that things happen for a reason. One, because it reveals something about me. Like I said in the beginning, I get to expand my levels of freedom by triggering and challenging situations because it reveals limitations about myself. And the second part is that perspective, believing that things happen for a reason, it serves my life in a very powerful way. It helps me to move through challenges way easier, with way more peace and lightness, instead of having all these unnecessary layers of suffering on top of it. So that's at least the answer to the question that's present for me right now. I think it's such a fun question. And I think there's also a lot of different layers more to this, which I might explore a different time in a video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video where I'll answer the next question.